Hello and welcome, brothers and sisters, to the round table.
Did it start recording? Yeah, it did. Let's go. Okay.
Alright.
Hello, everybody. It's Goldie Savage back at it again for a bit of a new video.
Oh, yeah.
This is the first episode of The Round Table. I'm joined today by my two guests, Mikey D.
One Piece Theory 726.
Is that what you're going by? Not Puutein?
Nah, One Piece Theory.
Okay.
One Piece Theory.
All right. So this is just going to be a general stream of consciousness that we want to flow out of Mikey D's mouth.
All right.
So I'm just going to start with a contentious topic. Mikey, what is your view on how strong Mihawk is? If you were to rate him.
Well, given the fact that he was on par with Shanks, I'd give him the world title of best swordsman.
Well, he does.
Yeah, I
have the
mean, he
world
does
title
have
of
that,
best
but
swordsman.
like, on the rank of like, Yonko, I feel like he's kind of subpar because he hasn't really skirmished or like brawled with Shanks in a long, long time since he only has one hand. So we don't exactly know how powerful he is, but maybe we'll find out something more because the government just outlawed Shibukai, so they might have to fight him and we can measure it more often because we haven't even really seen him in more fights.
Right.
Yeah.
Because all he did was trash on Zoro and Vista.
And Don Krieg.
Did he? Did he
Well,
fight Don?
No, he just sliced a bunch of ships and was just
Yeah.
like, I'm just playing around.
Yeah.
Like, I have a question.
Alright.
Let's make this controversial.
Oh
On
yeah.
the topic of Mihawk. Does Mihawk beat Big Mom? Yes or no?
No.
Does Mihawk beat Kaido?
No.
Does Mihawk beat Shanks?
I'd say it's a close brawl. That's why I said subpar.
But
But
do you
does he
think
beat
he
Shanks?
wins?
No.
I think Mihawk pulls ahead of Shanks by a decent degree.
Really?
Yeah.
I can't
No.
agree.
No, because here's the it's like Shanks is a swordsman and Mihawk is the world's best swordsman.
But Shanks also has that major degree of conqueror's hockey which Mihawk lacks.
First of all, you've never seen Mihawk not flex Conqueror's hockey.
True.
You don't.
Well, we have seen him not.
Well, yeah, no, but you haven't seen him. You haven't seen him like, oh, I can't use Conquerors. Second of all, Mihawk is it's not like Shanks' Conquerors is the be all end all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like if Shanks is a 5 in swordsmanship and a 10 in Conquerors, and Mihawk is a 15 in swordsmanship, then that evens out.
Well, I wouldn't say Shanks
Mihawk-
is a 5. Mihawk's is a 15.
Mihawk literally said he wasn't interested in fighting Shanks anymore. You know what I mean?
I feel like it shouldn't be taken that way, though, per se.
What other way is there to take
Like,
it?
it's not that he's not
Like
interested in
he
fighting
obviously didn't
'cause
run
he's
away.
so weak.
Yeah, it is because he's weak.
No,
It's because
it's
he
'cause-
lost his arm and is
because he
therefore
doesn't
not
think
as
it would
much of a
be-
challenge.
It wouldn't be as fair, or maybe he's
As much of a
afraid-
challenge.
Maybe he's afraid of being beaten by
They
someone.
were
with one arm.
constantly they were constantly having draws whenever Shanks had 2 arms. And it's not. Do you think in the 4 or 6 years since Shanks and Mihawk have stopped dueling, do you think that Shanks' Conqueror's hockey has gotten to the level to make up for a lost arm?
Possibly.
Possibly.
Probably, but possibly.
Probably kind of covers possibly.
I mean, what other character in the story has gotten on a ship and just knocked everyone else out? Knocked everyone out on accident.
Luffy knocked out more people.
On purpose.
Yeah.
Sporadically. Shanks did it casually,
Well,
not intentionally.
there's the thing where Oda said that Shanks and Rayleigh would be able to knock out 100,000 of the fishmen because Luffy only knocked out 50,000 at Fishman Island. So that means, do you think that Mihawk is weaker than double Luffy? That's
Yes.
like a weird way to put it.
I kind of do.
But like,
Twice Luffy's strength.
but twice Luffy's Conqueror's hockey proficiency.
I think Luffy could win in a fight against Mihawk.
Like Luffy currently.
Luffy currently, but twice his strength. Yes. So
I don't know. I don't know about that.
I feel like it also depends on their level of just armament hacky, because
Yeah, and Mihawk has a black blade, which means that he's definitely big money.
big money, yeah.
Because it's like Vista didn't have a black blade, and he's the second.
Shanks
He's like the
doesn't-
second
wait,
best.
Does Shanks have a black man? I
No,
don't
yes,
think so.
he has the white one. Yeah.
just regular.
it's called Griffin, and it's like gigantic for his hand.
Yeah.
It's really weirdly, because I think they drew it initially because the first time you saw it was him fighting against Whitebeard with the huge sword. So they had to make it too big for scale.
True.
But yeah, actually, Whitebeard is probably has a better sword than Shanks, because he has
The cloud cutter.
yeah, because that's supposed to be on the same level as
Mihawk's.
yeah,
But
or
is-
like
is the
around
Griffin been
because
confirmed?
Yoru is the strongest sword, but
Yeah, but is Shanks' sword not an what's the highest Meito grade?
like top tier
Saijo,
Wado
Watamono?
something.
I don't know.
Is it Ichimonji?
No, that's Zoro's sword.
Well, either way, there's only two people who have coated their blades black. Ryuma, the sword god, and
No, I have
Mihawk.
no doubt that Mihawk is a better swordsman than Shanks.
No, but Shanks is a swordsman, and that's how he fights.
I don't.
It's
I
Yoru.
don't think that's solely
Yeah.
solely how Mihawk fights, but I doubt that's solely how Shanks fights.
No. It's like Luffy doesn't. You wouldn't, because Luffy fights using his fists, right? So you'd say he's a brawler fighter, even though he has conquerors.
Yeah, but the thing about Mihawk and
You
Shanks
make a lot of. It's like I understand that people want Shanks to be stronger, but there's nothing to really say he is.
But there's nothing to say he isn't.
No, because Mihawk gave up on fighting him after he lost his arm because he was no longer interested.
I just
Doesn't that denote a stronger level, like a higher level of strength?
I don't know. I don't know about that.
I think Mihawk is story-wise. We haven't seen much
Yeah,
from
but
either
how
of
sure are
them.
you? Because we haven't seen nearly enough. to
Exactly,
declare
but what
that
we have
Shanks-
seen is that Mihawk doesn't really care about fighting Shanks anymore. Even though Shanks is a swordsman and Mihawk enjoys the thrill of fighting swordsmen who are as strong or
So
stronger
since
than
you
him.
think
Maybe he just
Mihawk
pities him.
doesn't want to fight, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So you think Mihawk doesn't want to fight Shanks anymore because Mihawk is so significantly stronger since Shanks lost his arm. But so who does he fight? Is he gonna go have a duel with like?
Well, no, that's why he's
know what I mean?
that's why he's hyping up Zoro. He has nobody who can fight him right now, swordsmanship wise.
Wait, what's that? I'm looking for who's that one vice warden from Impel Down that joined Blackbeard's crew? I forgot his name.
Shiryu.
Shiryu. I could imagine him versus Mihawk, but that would be later down the road. That should be a fight with Zoro.
Do you think that Shiryu kills Mihawk and becomes the greatest swordsman,
That would-
and
Oh.
then Zoro has to finish him off?
That would be an amazing twist, though. Because he's like,
It
all
would
my
it would
life.
be a twist. It would be a twist.
It would be a twist.
I don't know if it'd be amazing.
I don't know, because like he's like, all my life I have
It's-
to beat this guy.
That's like Blackbeard kills Shanks and Shanks never sees Luffy again.
That actually would really make more sense.
Well, that would make more
though.
sense
Yeah.
than that.
But like, cause Zoro's thing is becoming the world's strongest, and he declared that to Mihawk. Luffy wants to become the Pirate King. He declared that he'd become a better pirate than Shanks, but Shanks already kind of acknowledged him.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it would make more sense. But I do see Shanks getting murked by Blackbeard eventually.
Yeah.
Just I think he'll meet up with Luffy first.
I feel like Luffy might be there to see it when it happens.
Oh yeah, just gets another hole through his chest. That'd be fire.
Luffy drops Shanks' V retarded and
You know,
Shanks'
my favorite prediction for the next arc is that Sabo got captured at the Reverie, and Luffy has to save him and fails again, saving another one of his brothers.
The exact same thing.
Yes, like this time he's stronger, but not enough.
And then there's another flashback, and they reveal that it was
Luffy-
Luffy, Ace Sabo, and
and
another brother.
Goofy,
Goofy, who.
who is the only
Sailed
one
out
with
to
the
sea.
naming convention. Who is the only one with the naming convention similar to Luffy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be. I actually wouldn't mind that if Sabo died too. I wouldn't
I
want
wouldn't mind
another
if he
brother.
died, maybe just not in that way.
Yeah, I wouldn't want another brother.
Well, I mean, like, you gotta consider what Sabo has behind him with like
Well,
the
he's
revolution.
probably gonna have to take on a Kainu at some point.
And I just don't think with the way his character's set up that he could.
Well, he's not gonna
ever.
die. I don't think.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Do you think Akainu is the final villain
For Luffy?
for end of story?
No.
No.
That's Blackbeard all the way. I would
Blackbeard,
say.
you still think, or Eam?
Emu.
I'm still saying Blackbeard.
Yeah, I'd say Blackbeard still pulls ahead.
Cause it's like the world government, both Luffy and Blackbeard are after it. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
after the world government falls, it would make sense for them to both fight over like Luffy's kind of wishy-washy freedom, and then Blackbeard's like total freedom.
Yeah. It's kind of like, it's like think of the world government as Kaguya, and then Naruto and Sasuke deal with that, and then they fight each other.
And then they have to fight. Yes, Luffy and Blackbeard teaming up for a fight against Eam. I don't know.
Kind of sad.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I don't know. I wouldn't.
It's like in Dragon Ball Super where Goku and Frieza
Yeah.
beat Jiren, and it just doesn't feel right.
I feel like
Yeah.
Blackbeard's messed up a little too much though for him and Luffy to just be like, because I mean he turned.
I feel
Ace in,
like it would be more
killed
like a
Whitebeard.
It's one of those like the rivals have to help each other
Yeah.
forced.
like Garp and Roger.
a more
Yeah.
logical one would be like.
Although they're more
Smoker and
pals
Luffy.
than Luffy and Blackbeard are. How,
What do you say?
And I feel like a more logical like team up against Emu is like Smoker and Luffy.
do you think Smoker becomes a Straw Hat end of story?
No.
No.
You don't? I'm a big fan of that theory. Smoker becomes a Straw Hat, or at least a pirate in some regards.
Smoker becomes a pirate.
No,
I'm a fan of
I
it.
seriously, I am a fan of that idea because Smoker's whole thing has been the slow, like, him going from thinking that the Marines are absolute to where he's like,
That's true.
Yeah.
So I think end of story to be kind of fire if he became like either an honorary Straw Hat or just became a pirate, like started the Smoker Pirates.
Just a pirate. It would be interesting though for them to have a former Marine on their crew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if Smoker would be the
In a very
ideal choice.
roundabout way, they kind of have like an honorary type Marine in Jinbei, like
former warlord.
Yeah.
He was just kind of a warlord to keep the peace with Fishman Island though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
So-
now they have like Fishman support now since
Yeah.
they got
Is Whitebeard in charge of Fishman Island now?
No,
or
it's
is it Luffy?
Luffy. Yeah.
It was Whitebeard
Yeah.
fell to Big
Or
Mom.
does Big Mom technically still have it?
Well, yeah.
Luffy just kind of said that he had it.
Yeah.
Mm. So, oh crap. What's the one I wanted to talk about? Oh yeah. Michael, I want you to give me your full explanation for why Ace is one of the best written characters in One Piece, because I really want to hear the garbage that's about to spew out of your mouth.
Well, I don't know. He's one of the fundamental characters in Luffy's development, and he's like the driving stone to why he wanted to be. Oh, you shut up. Why he wanted to be a great pirate, along with like Shanks' kind of dedication to saving him in the ocean when he was drowning. Like they got along very difficult, I'd say, and like them developing that bond over time, then him just failing to save him really dignifies how Luffy has gone through like all these stages in life and how he's still trying to be stronger for the sake of his brothers. It's like that kind of brotherhood effect that you all want to support each other and be successful in your own way at the end goal. And so he doesn't want to lose that with Sabo, but it's like honored through Ace as he died at Marineford, and he just doesn't want to give up, and he doesn't want to be weak again.
So, but here's the thing, like, your view on it sounds more like you enjoy his role as a character piece as opposed to him as a genuine character. Like, so, like, have you seen Hunter x Hunter?
I have not.
So, it's a character who plays, like, a bit role, is what I mean. Like, he doesn't really have anything going for him. He just fulfills the role that's necessary of him. You know what I mean? Like, Vance, you've seen Hunter x Hunter, this part, Greed Island. Beanolt, the guy with the scissors, who's used to train Gon and Killua.
Uh-huh.
You wouldn't call him a standout character, but he is necessary for their development.
True, but
Yes.
you argue that Ace has nothing to him as a sole character, but like he's got a cool devil fruit, good design, he has a good personality.
Good personality.
Good design for like horny 13-year-old Japanese girls.
No, he's
yeah.
cool. I mean, he looks like
Yeah, that's my favorite.
yeah.
No, he's like a fan service character, like how he's designed, because he's like, oh, he's like Luffy, but with like better cheekbones and like an 8-pack, and he's always shirtless, and he uses a fire fruit.
Nah, I don't know.
He seems like a self-insert almost. Shanks is the actual self-insert that Oda does, but he seems like an OC that you'd like. This is actually Jimmy. Like Jimmy wrote this character.
Well, if it wasn't for Ace, I mean, like Yamato wouldn't be as inspired to rebel.
That's another thing is. I'm more so talking about Ace right now before we get like I'm sure that Oda will probably do a decent job with Ace in the upcoming flashback, but we've had almost 1,000 chapters of where I feel like Ace is my bias. He's one of my least favorite characters. Putting that aside, putting aside my bias and just looking at it, I think he's very boring.
He stands for so much though. Like I would argue that beside Luffy, the two next most important or the most integral characters in the whole series are Ace and Roger. Because of what they stand for and how that helps Luffy strive to become
a character being made integral in a work doesn't necessarily mean that they, first of all, need to act the way they do. Second of all, need to be beloved by the fan base to the level that Ace is. You know what I mean?
But I think he's so beloved because people like his character.
But he
and
has
then the
nothing.
argument is like 14-year-old Japanese guy.
I mean, you could argue, Zoro has nothing because he's just always talks like really like with the deep voice.
You can
Cool.
you can argue that Zoro post time skip has
And
nothing.
Luffy's so annoying, and he's just always eats meat, and he has
No,
because
you're kind of like taking it down a little bit.
Well, it's
You
all
know what I
the
mean?
same thing. Yeah, it's not like
Okay.
it's not like Ace is such a flat character where it's like they gave him a decent design. There's just nothing to him at all. You know what I mean?
Besides his one purpose in the story, why do you dislike Ace so much?
Why do you like Ace so much?
Well, first of all, his role in the story, he's introduced as like this super cool character, right? In Alabasta, you're like, this dude's gangsta. He's the second commander of Whitebeard. He destroys all these ships with his one attack. That's awesome. The role he seems to fulfill is something for Luffy to aspire to. That being said, all throughout everything we hear about Ace, the only fight he didn't outright lose was against Jinbei, and I'm pretty sure Jinbei just let him live out of pity. Because Jinbei's a chill dude, right?
Well, they fought for 5 days and they both collapsed. Jinbei wanted to kill him.
I feel like they fought for 5 days in the same way that Ace fought with Whitebeard. Where he was just attempting on his life or whatever.
Yeah.
I feel like
I don't know about that.
I honestly don't believe that Ace could kill a vice admiral. I feel like
someone
Vice
with
Admiral
500 million?
Momonga would kick him, like destroy him.
I mean, there's different degrees.
Ace ran away from Smoker.
Ethan.
Ace ran away from Smoker, right?
You can only be opinionated.
Rear
so
Admiral
well, so you're just
Smoker.
wrong.
No, Rear Admiral Smoker.
Who is now a vice admiral? Who will probably
After
be
a
an
2-year
admiral.
time skip. Besides, wouldn't
But I mean, who's gonna? I mean, what? It's like Smoker
think
and a whole fleet of Marines versus one guy. Like, yeah, unless he's a Yonko, he's gonna get captured.
No,
probably.
I feel like the only reason he has that bounty is for nepotism, though. I feel like you were saying 500 million, like he could take. I feel like the bounty is there because of who he's associated. He's on the Whitebeard Pirates. Whitebeard only cares because he's Roger's son. You know what I mean? He lost to Blackbeard.
Well, okay, what you said about Whitebeard only caring about because he's Roger's son is just wrong. Because
Yeah.
he was on the crew for a substantial amount of time before he told Whitebeard that. And also, who do you expect's gonna win between Blackbeard and his crew versus Ace. by
Well,
himself.
Blackbeard said for
Blackbeard
his
is stronger
crew
than
to
Ace.
chill out. Yeah,
Yeah.
Blackbeard's stronger than Ace. But Ace didn't show off Conqueror's hockey in that, or not Armament hockey in that fight.
That's because armament hockey wasn't really a thing before the time scale.
Right.
Yeah.
So just because it hadn't been invented yet, therefore, I believe he doesn't have it.
He does though. It's
Then why didn't he
confirmed.
use it against? Then why didn't he use it against Blackbeard? That just
'Cause
means
no
he's
one-
retarded.
no one used
That just
it.
means he's retarded.
Why did Whitebeard use it when he fought Akainu?
He definitely did, because he hit Akainu. He was able to hit Akainu.
Well,
and
the
therefore
same could be
he-
said with Shanks against Blackbeard, because they fought each other, and Shanks the only.
Yeah, Shanks got scarred.
Yeah.
That was before Blackbeard had his fruit though.
Yeah, I think that was also. I think that might, because it's nebulous as to when he got that. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So that's a little different.
Well, like without Ace, I mean, Blackbeard would have gone after Luffy because he wouldn't have
Yeah.
known about the Sabo. So with that integral part of Ace.
Well, no, it's an integral part insofar as he fulfills the role in the
But
story
he
that
is
Oda
so
needs him to
integral
do.
though, in such a
That
fascinating
doesn't
way.
mean that he's an interesting character.
It doesn't
being
make
integral.
his character itself better, but it makes you can't say that
He's
you don't like him
he's
more
a very
because-
high impact character for the low amount of screen time that he gets by
Yeah, but-
virtue of the fact that he's shoved into
So
everything.
you could just argue that no one should like Shanks because he doesn't have that much to him.
No, Shanks is cool though. Is the difference.
What?
Shanks is cool. Is the difference.
All right. Who's your second least favorite character?
Second least favorite. I don't. I've actually legitimately never given it thought.
I just hate Ace.
That. I guess. What was his name? Diamante.
Yeah,
He kind of sucks.
Probably down there.
Yeah.
For me.
or what was Rebecca? Was that her name?
Yeah.
The princess? She'd be down there.
A lot of people from Dressrosa.
Honestly, everybody from Dressrosa except for Dofi.
And then you got a lot of people from Dressrosa making the other side of the list with, you got Dean Abdullah, or Gene Abdullah.
You have Don
Kelly
Don
Funk,
Chinjao.
Don Chinjao.
Sal.
Kelly Funk is actually probably one of the best villains in all of One Piece, I would say.
Well, yeah, because his role in Dressrosa and the way that he
Him
portrays himself.
him being a puppet master throughout the whole thing.
Yeah.
Let's just keep this for Funk Hazard Part 3.
Yeah.
That is actually coming out sometime in the next 3 months.
Nice.
But every time somebody texts me about it, it gets pushed back 2 months.
Yeah.
Also, anytime anybody comments on any of my videos.
All right, I got a topic I want to bring up.
All right.
Can we all agree on the consensus that Crocodile is arguably the best villain in the series?
Well, you said arguably, so yes.
Yeah.
You made a very
You
wishy-washy
can make a
statement.
very weak argument about it.
Well,
but
no,
probably
you
you'd
made
be
a
wrong.
wishy-washy statement though. It's like, can we argue that
Arguably.
arguably maybe vanilla ice cream is the best flavor? You don't sound like you're fully convinced.
Okay. Can we all agree that Crocodile?
You think that Crocodile is
the best villain in
villain?
One Piece?
I don't know.
He's got the most drip.
He
He's
does.
got the most swag.
I think out of all of them, he's probably my favorite. But I'm very partial to villains who rock the slick back.
That's true.
Because Crollo's also my favorite in Hunter x Hunter.
Because it brings a whole new demeanor to their character.
Yeah. You can just tell that he knows he's on top. I especially like him in like the cover stories where he's wearing the puffy black, like where it looks like it's feathery and stuff. Like he doesn't care.
Yeah.
And I mean, Daz Bones.
Daz Bones is definitely the best right-hand
If
man.
you can tame Daz Bones as your right hand man, then obviously.
I
doing
want to
something
know
right.
his past with like Ivanka.
Ivankov.
Yeah, me too.
Well, if you look at the first One Piece theory I made on my channel,
Oh,
he's Luffy's mom.
Yeah. was actually-
Don't shake your head like you're actually believing.
I was like, well, Oda really
He could have been a woman in the past.
Yeah.
I don't see that.
Well, with the slick
With
back hair.
Well, no, it's because it's Ivankov.
Ivankov gave him a much bigger penis.
That could be true. And that's whenever he started rocking the slick. People
Yeah.
who rock the slick back objectively, like they can't be
Objectively,
under 8
You
inches.
have to give me
Under
your,
8.
you have to give me your hand first, and then I'll change you into a man. This is what happens
Yeah.
to Crocodile.
You if you give me your hand, I'll add 8 inches. And he's like, bam. Yeah.
See, that
Well,
was-
yeah, he's 8+ now.
Yeah,
Mm.
A plus.
Somewhere around
probably
there.
Around 9, 10
Yeah,
plus.
but we don't actually see Crocodile as a child other than in the SBS where he's drawn in like a way where it's is that a dude?
And how about the Roger flashback when they were showing all the
And it's
warlords,
just the back of his
and
head.
It's just the back of his head. Yeah, that's weird.
They show his reaction to Roger's death, and
He
you
had
don't
the
see his
slick back
face.
though.
Well, yeah.
But
No, you're
maybe-
born baller. You're born baller. That's just how it
born
goes.
like with 3 lines and it's just all slick back.
Well, it's like you're people who are born to wear slick backs start rocking them as soon as they can. I'm pretty sure.
As soon as you have enough hair on your head.
As soon as you, yeah, exactly. I'm actually one of my deepest regrets. I don't consider myself a flawed person in many respects. One of the flaws that I do have is that I can't rock a slick back. Because it's like my head shape makes it to where I look like an egg whenever I do this. Because I've tried the slick back before. I'm a huge fan.
I think in honor of this, the thumbnail for the round table should be when we all go home, we all need a slick back.
Slick back.
All
I
slick back.
already made a thumbnail with pictures that Piper sent me of you guys in the past. It's like creepy like panorama pictures of you guys where you just look really disgusting. And so I'm using those. It's also a semi-face reveal for me. You see the top half of my face.
Just a slick back.
I should change the picture to just the slick
Yeah,
back.
the slick back.
I don't know though. I already put the box around the thumbnail and it's not the thumbnail. It's the image I'm gonna put for the like video itself, like while it's playing, because I only want to put one picture. That way I can edit it in like 4 minutes.
Yeah.
I could do it the thumbnail too. Because I was just gonna do like a really bloated picture of Mihawk's face or whatever.
Is he the best swordsman?
He obviously.
Yeah, I mean like to top Shanks.
Yeah. Mihawk versus Kaido. The answer might surprise you. That's gonna be the title. I need to find a way to game the system because I feel like my thumbnails are too ugly to be clickbait.
Yeah.
But I really want them to, because they can't be. If I was to do this legitimate, it'd be a very minimalist picture. But I want it to be as clickbaity as possible. But I don't know how to do that because they all end up looking awful.
You should just like have this whole conversation like this one we're having right now, just the first minute. I just want this to be the most clickbaity.
Well, I already have the Matthew McConaughey thing I'm putting in front of the
yeah.
video.
Yeah.
So that's going to be good enough for clicking on it.
Matthew
But
McConaughey talks
need
about One Piece.
but I need a thumbnail.
What the hell did you have him say before he said welcome to round?
So it was like a war quote I thought of, like a quote for somebody who's like in a graveyard looking at all his friends' bodies or whatever.
It was like,
And
I
his-
hope when I kick the bucket, the devil lets me in.
No. So it's something about, I thought it up in the moment, but it's something about like people, because he comes back from war, and I was thinking like Nam or Iraq, where it's like a very shady war. So people are like, people tell me to fear hell, but yada yada yada. Sometimes I think maybe with all the garbage I've done, the devil will welcome me with open arms when I finally kick the bucket, because he's like done bad. It's because Matthew McConaughey is like, he's got that calm southern drawl. He's one of my least favorite people to see in a movie whenever I'm not expecting it.
Yeah, but when is he in a movie when you don't expect it? You know what I mean?
Well, no, because it's like usually I'm not really going out to the movies. It's like I'll walk in and I'll sit on the couch and my dad will have something playing.
Yeah.
Although he immediately flips the channel if Matthew McConaughey.
I might agree with that.
But yeah, like Interstellar. Like I had never heard about Interstellar, and the
hate
box
Interstellar.
art has Matt Damon front and center, and then Matthew
That's-
McConaughey was the main character.
No, that's you're thinking of.
No, they both have Matt Damon. I know what you're thinking of The Martian.
Damon's on Interstellar, is he?
Yeah, he is. He's on the cover.
I gotta fact check that.
It's someone like Matt Damon, I think. Jamie, can we pull that up? I should try to get this onto like a podcasting site too.
That's just.
Yeah, he was. It's because Matt Damon is
Damon is in the movie.
Yes, and he's the cover image.
No, that's the cover image is
Matthew McConaughey.
Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah.
Oh well,
But
I
Matt
saw.
Damon is in the
I
movie.
might be incepting the Martian cover image into
Yeah, that's what
Interstellar,
when it's
but I
like
was
his
I was
face.
expecting it to be a Matt Damon movie. Is my point, and Matt Damon was there for maybe 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Martian.
Yeah, it's whatever it was where his face is just superimposed. It's like crazy.
Is that where you're gonna do the Mihawk in your?
No, because now it has to be all of us with the slick back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, though, so does Garp suck?
No.
No.
I think he might be my favorite Marine.
Yeah.
I think my favorite's probably Fujitora.
I really like Fujitora
Yeah,
too.
Fujitora is
Yeah.
definitely, and then after that, Aokiji, and then probably
Yeah, well-
probably Garp.
Kobe's just in the back.
But it's like there are so many bad dads and grandpas in anime, and it's like Garp's just one to add to the list.
True.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about. He was definitely the character you can most latch onto during Marine, or not latch onto, but most feel sorry for during Marineford.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Do you think he sucks physically now?
I don't think he sucks, but I don't
Do
think he's
you think he's
strong
like
as...
yeah.
His like powers
Because
degrade.
Whitebeard kind of showed out at Marineford,
Yeah.
and Garp did nothing.
A lot of people, like, as soon as they found out about the rocks thing, they just were like, okay,
Image.
Garp is the strongest
Top-
Marine, and then went with it.
Top 3 characters in the
Yeah.
show.
Back then, I would definitely argue he was the strongest Marine. Probably
Yeah.
top 3 alive, but now...
Yeah, well, we also don't know how strong the
Head.
the head admiral
Monkey D.
was.
Kong.
Kong, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he is kind of...
He's,
I mean, he's like 90.
we don't
he's
really
still
show.
jacked.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's any like stuff that's not in the main series that shows him off or anything.
Yeah.
But like I don't. We haven't seen anything from him.
He was in a Strong World. Because he was the fleet admiral whenever...
Was that the one?
That was the Shiki.
Shiki one, yeah. Shiki.
One I cannot stay
feel
away
like-
from.
I don't care about Shiki at all.
Me neither.
Yeah.
People, whenever they draw comparisons to like the previous and current generations, they're like, it was Roger, Whitebeard, and Shiki. And I feel like Shiki was just another strong pirate.
Yeah.
He was an issue for Roger in the same way that like Don Krieg was an issue for Luffy, I think.
Mm-hmm.
There's a reason he's not in the main story if you don't look for him.
Yeah.
You have to go to that chapter 0 thing to see anything
I
about
don't really
him.
like what Oda's doing with him though, where he just keeps trying to like just be like,
Nudge
yeah,
him
he's
in there.
canon, he's canon.
Yeah, that
I
sucks.
just feel like he's so undervalued because like we were brought up with the fact that he was like on the same level of Roger, but like when in the movie he's just like, Luffy pre-time skip beats him.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the thing. It's like Whitebeard lost a lot of his power, but he still showed out at Marineford. Garp did nothing, so he definitely lost more strength than Whitebeard did.
Yeah.
Shiki lost 99% of his strength. I don't know. I like the idea. I like the idea that Shiki was basically a loser nobody.
Yeah. The dumbass got a steering wheel stuck in his head. I
Yeah.
mean,
He's probably on the same level as prime Don Shinjao.
yeah, I would say. Or like Brownbeard right now.
Brownbeard. Is he still alive?
I don't know. Is he still
He
have
has,
dinosaur?
he has the dinosaur legs still, I think. Or he's like a salamander or a lizard or something. He's weird and gross.
Yeah, he has a long ass tail.
I don't like him or how big he is. I expected him to be significantly smaller, but
I mean,
like
he's
all
no-
the Straw Hats are able to ride on him during Punk Hazard, and that really threw me off.
Brownbeard.
He's just another part of Punk Hazard that should probably just die, like Caesar Clown.
Yeah.
Although I kind of like
I don't
current
hate
Caesar.
Clown.
Yeah. Anyway, though, I mean, I started it up again, so it's fine. I'm sure it might have caught a little bit of it. Anyway, we're back after that small commercial break.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. But who's your least favorite? Actually, I'm gonna direct this at Michael because his takes are significantly more interesting than yours. Who's your least favorite villain in the show?
Least favorite villain. To think back. I'd say just Don Krieg.
Really?
Well, I mean, like
He's so classic.
What about Hody Jones? I mean, come on.
Oh yeah, well, yeah, actually, yeah, Hody Jones all the way, actually. But like, I only dislike Don Krieg because he was just like, I got lots of ships, lots of men. I don't really have that much to offer.
Well, he is the only man who's ever made it back from the Grand Line.
From the Grand Line alive to East Blue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he also almost killed Luffy with poison suction cups.
Yeah.
That was pretty dangerous.
That was
Yeah.
bad. That could
Yeah,
have been bad.
that was really bad actually.
Well,
He had to take
what-
it out in under 5 seconds, or else he would have something bad would have happened.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Not sure what.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
But-
pretty terrible.
Now that I actually bring it up, Hody Jones. Yeah, he was just an annoying character that just kept on coming back.
Hody took an L to Zoro
Zoro,
while
yeah.
Zoro was swimming
Zoro would've
before
been-
before the arc really even started. Well, that's the thing. That whole arc was to kind of hype up this. You couldn't have them immediately facing like a high stress situation
Yeah.
before they got into the new world.
That arc was to reintroduce the Straw Hats,
Yeah.
to go to Fishman Island, because they had to go, and
Yeah.
for Shirahoshi.
Yeah. For all the stuff about them wanting to go to Fishman Island, they really didn't stay there long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Besides Hody, I'd say Caesar.
Caesar.
Yeah.
He's not a terrible villain, but he's
just-
pretty bad.
I don't know. What's
In
his
Punk
What's
Hazard.
his name from Drum Island?
Oh God, Wapple.
Wapple.
Oh, and
He just eating everything.
Yeah.
what's his name? The
He's so gangsta.
Captain
Kuro? Kuro could legitimately beat Ace in a fight. I don't know what you're talking. He's the second. No, Liz. He's the second smartest man born in East Blue, behind Ben Beckman.
Mm.
It goes.
And he has the pussyfoot technique.
Yeah,
Pussy
and have
fruit.
you seen those claws? He's like Wolverine. No, like it goes Ben Beckman, and then after him Captain Kuro,
And then Nami.
and then Nami.
So I don't think
So-
there's too much
So
competition.
in terms of strength gap, you could guess that Kuro's at least second commander level, because Ben Beckman, at his weakest, is regular first commander level.
And Nami did help take down Cracker.
And Nami took down a second commander with
So,
Luffy.
objectively-
So Kuro is probably a second commander.
Second, yeah.
First, second, yeah. And probably on the stronger end too.
I've always been curious. Like, do you think they'll ever do the Marco Kuro? You know what I mean?
Like fight.
Yeah, because they kind of alluded to that.
Well, it's like that fight would last forever.
yeah.
Because Kuro is the ultimate offense, and Marco constantly heals.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? Marco wouldn't be able to land a hit on him, but Kuro wouldn't be able to kill him.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
Kuro does have a lot of agility.
No,
Yeah.
he does. That's why Marco can't land a hit. He's too busy getting pummeled and dodged.
Yeah, and then for every hit that Kuro would get on Marco.
The only thing I could possibly see is Kuro learning hockey during the fight.
As the fight progresses.
Because the thing is, he's the second stronger. He's the second smartest man in East Blue.
That's true.
He convinced Captain Morgan that he had killed Kuro
Mhm.
before sending him back to his base. He's the cause of the second episode of One Piece.
That's true. And where would we have been without that?
He was the mastermind. It's like whenever they reveal that Black Zetsu was in charge of everything that happened
Yeah.
in Naruto's history.
I
But
still
like
think
to-
Kuro's pulling the strings on Syrup Village and Usopp alike. Probably Yasop as well.
Well, no, because he's gone now. He's
Yeah.
off to new adventures.
Yeah, but he's got, you know.
We haven't actually seen what Eam looks like yet.
Yeah.
So
His aim is actually
Keep that in
Kuro.
mind.
it could be Kuro.
Kuro
I
never
honestly,
showed off a devil fruit.
that's true.
Mm.
Even though he had it, he had a devil fruit.
had a devil
It was called the time fruit. He freely controls time.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
He can stop.
Because they
it
revealed
at
in that
will.
SBS that after Toki died.
After Toki
was in
died,
Wano.
he was
Went to the nearest
Well, he was
tree.
teaching all the Wano samurai swordsmanship.
Because he's also the twin brother of Koshiro from the
Kyoshiro?
Shimotsuki village.
Yeah.
The guy
Oh.
who trained Zora.
Oh well, he's also a like distant relative of Ryuma.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, it is really crazy the amount of like relevance he has
Which
in the
would
story in
make
the
him
background.
Zoro's uncle.
We don't know if Zoro's I really hope that Zoro's not related to anybody in Wano, but Oda's really building it
I
up
really
that he
hope.
is.
Yeah, I know. I really hope he's not directly related to like a family in Wano.
He's definitely gonna be like.
But it would be really cool if he was related to Ryuma.
No, it wouldn't.
It would. It would.
Because, listen. Sanji is a prince, right?
Yeah, I know.
Luffy he has the will of D. He's the grandson of Garp. He's the son of Dragon, and he's basically the reincarnation of Roger. we already two of the strongest members of the crew. Jinbei is a 7 warlords and the strongest fishman we've seen.
Yeah.
Like we already have too many people who had high positions in the Straw Hats.
In
like,
all seriousness,
it'd be better if Zoro came from nothing.
Yeah.
That's the whole point. He's constantly lifting. He's getting gains.
Yeah.
He's chonking out there. If he was related to Ryuma, it's like, oh yeah, of course he's gonna be a great swordsman.
Wait, now that you mentioned like the whole Eam being able to manipulate time, like, remember Kuina, how she just fell down the stairs and died?
Kuro brought Kuina to the future.
Well, no, because that was actually a different villain, I think. He's known as Fall Down D Stairs. He's the only.
Fall D Downstairs.
Fall D Downstairs.
Fall downstairs.
Well, it's different interpretation. We haven't actually gotten an official name from him yet. We haven't even seen him on panel.
True. What do you think about the whole Zoro being Blackbeard's uncle?
Uncle?
No. Did you read about that? It was like blowing up on Reddit.
No, it wasn't.
Oh no, it wasn't.
No. The only one I can see Shanks being related to Ace, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I can see Shanks being related to Rocks. I can see Blackbeard being related to Rocks.
Yeah.
I can't see Zoro being related to Blackbeard.
Well,
I came from nothing.
Because if Zoro, think about this,
Blackbeard really
if
came
Zoro's
from...
the brother of Rocks, which is
not true. Which
So that
doesn't
would
make
in
sense
turn-
at all.
Okay, I do think though that I'm like 90% sure that either Blackbeard or Shanks will be Rocks' son.
I don't know. I see. You know what would be cool? The reason Blackbeard has 2 devil fruits, Rox's soul is in Blackbeard.
The Cerberus fruit.
The Cerberus fruit?
Yeah, it's like people think it's like Rocks ate the Cerberus fruit so he can have 3 souls, like 3-headed dog, and then
And,
he
like-
ate some kid or I don't know.
And Blackbeard got it after Rox died. It was like a gift or whatever,
Yeah.
and so now he can have 3 devil fruits.
I don't know.
That's dumb. So, Mike,
Mm-hmm.
I want to hear your thoughts on Yamato for crew.
I'd say it would be nice to have more female characters and like Sanji's like dynamic with
Oh no.
I
What?
No. Actually, before we delve into that, so you just said Sanji's dynamic with female crew members.
Yeah.
Does that mean you consider his post time skip gag
You like
funny?
it?
You like it?
No, well, I was just like, it's just like a continuance.
Because here's the thing, I thought that Sanji's gag was real good up until post time skip Thriller Bark type area. Because Thriller Bark, it's like, oh, he's a pervert or whatever. That's
Yeah.
whenever that started. And then Oda really was a super fan of that. Before, he was just like a white knight. You know, he was a goofy white knight. Like, he was super suave all the time, and he super loved ladies, but he couldn't be suave around ladies. And it was that's kind of funny. But now he's just a horn dog.
Yeah, he is a major horn dog.
Yeah,
the
for
amount
real.
of nosebleeds he gets. Although I will say, his move on the bathhouse in Wano, going invisible,
No, that was
kind of savage.
No, it is savage, but it's not the Sanji that like Sanji pre time skip Sanji was probably the best Straw Hat for me.
Yeah.
But with the amount of like lack of action that not action, but lack of like him doing anything really.
Yeah, anything significant.
Post time skip, and the only time he is significant is whenever he's getting a nosebleed over seeing a woman.
Yeah, or Whole
Yeah.
Cake
It's kind of
I liked
Whole
him
Cake.
in Whole Cake
I
Island.
did like Whole Cake Island. I liked it a lot. It's actually my favorite post time skip arc.
I think it might be for me too.
Yeah, because it's like Wano isn't finished, so what are you gonna? You
Although,
can't judge it yet.
I think
really,
I might like the
on a
last like
arc
10
basis.
chapters of Wano more than any arc so far.
You're only saying that because it's recency bias.
No, it's not. Because like whenever I was reading like Act 2, I was like, I want this to be good, but I just don't care too much for it. But now I'm like really into it.
Yeah, no, but It's because he's shoving a lot of stuff now, I think is the thing. You're getting a lot of hype moments. You're getting a lot of really high impact chapters one after the other.
Well,
so
that's
you're
what
like,
makes a good chapter.
Well, okay. Well, the thing is, like, what does Yamato have to offer, as in, like, talents? Because we know.
Oh yeah, we gotta get back to that.
Yeah, because, like, we know in, like, the beginning of, like, One Piece, Luffy's like, I want a musician, I want this, I want
Right.
that. What does Yamato have to offer in the crew as, like, for, like, extraneous talents?
Yamato would
Farmer.
really be
Farmer.
another. So she'd be another brawler.
Mhm.
She really, if she was to join the crew, she would kind of be usurping Robin's role as like somebody who's necessary for deciphering certain things, because she's like, oh, it's a Wano person. Kozuki came, yada yada.
Yeah.
Therefore, this person has to come. I'm fine with Yamato being a crew member as long as Carrot doesn't get to be a crew member.
Yeah.
But
I've honestly never
and-
wanted Carrot at all.
yeah, I think the only people who like Carrot are furries.
Yeah.
her Sulong form is like cool,
Yeah.
I guess, but
She seems kind of flat to me as a character.
Yeah.
kind of like Ace, but yeah. But Yamato, we haven't really. She seems hot-headed and stuff like that. I think I need more time before I can fully say, hey, I'm chill with her joining.
Yeah.
Because it's like,
like her
first of
so
all, if,
far, though.
if
Yeah.
she's to join, I feel like that makes it 99% that Jinbei dies. I'd rather Jinbei gets to live than Yamato joins
I
the
mean,
crew.
okay, let's talk about Jinbei's new fit in Wano. The
You
Beast
mean
Pirates
the
disguise.
Beast Pirates
Let's
fit?
just hope that he keeps that, like with the sunglasses. And
You
the,
mean for all of the rest of
for
One
the rest
Piece?
of the story? He's like, I kind of like this outfit. Maybe I'll just keep it on.
Is that what his voice sounds like in the anime?
in the English dub? I do
In the
believe,
English,
yeah.
I
okay.
feel like, considering, like,
Because I haven't gotten any, like all of One Piece I've watched, like Jinbei hasn't been in it, so I haven't.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like Yamato's character, like, fits in the dynamic with, like, the whole Luffy, Usopp, and, like, Chopper kind of, you know, how they're adventurous, they're goofy.
The vibes.
The vibes.
Like a girl who's like that. Like,
Yeah.
because Robin and Nami are so, like, kind of stuck up, I feel like. No,
Yeah,
not
it would-
stuck up.
Robin is
Super calm. Well,
Yeah.
Like,
Robin's super
aloof.
calm.
Nami isn't
Nami's-
calm either.
Nami's
Like, aloof
Robin's-
from the
yeah.
the guys.
Yeah.
Although Robin's been doing a lot of stuff this arc that's a little different. I don't
Yeah.
like with the whole like face at the beginning. Yeah, I'm actually pretty chill with that. Robin finally being able to not either be sad or calm and happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Although I would exchange that face for Robin getting a fight scene.
Yeah.
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 I just only want a Robin fight scene if it's good. You know what I mean?
I want a Robin fight scene
I
no
don't want
matter
to
what.
be forced.
Do you know the last time she had a fight?
Wasn't it like
I looked this up. Skypiea was her last solo fight.
that was the first arc
Other
she was
than,
in?
other than that, she helped out the Straw Hats and protected Rebecca while Kuros did all the work in Dressrosa.
Yeah.
I feel like Robin's gonna be more integral because, like, if people know that she can read poneglyphs and she's the only one left, but
Yeah.
if everybody has assembled all the poneglyphs, they're gonna go after her.
Blackbeard's
Blackbeard.
gonna kidnap her.
Yeah.
He's gonna
Second
hold her
Save
at gunpoint.
Robin arc.
Blackbeard's gonna marry
He's-
Robin.
he's gonna go to Annie's lobby and keep her there.
If you think about it, if Blackbeard and Robin were to get married, that would make Zoro Robin's
uncle-in-law, yeah.
Which
That'd be crazy.
would be crazy.
Especially considering Zoro and Robin are also like married right now.
Yeah, basically. So
Yeah.
Zoro-
So on my Instagram, I liked a One Piece edit once, right? On my Explore page. My Explore page is now nothing but One Piece edits and ships.
should be.
As it should never be. I've had to like do not interested like 80 times to get anything other than those back into my feed. But a lot of the ones that I've seen are Zoro and Robin are perfect for each other. Which doesn't make any sense considering the fact that they don't really.
I feel like Frankie and Robin would
Yeah,
be better.
Frankie and
Oh
Robin's a
yeah.
good one. I like that.
I'm gonna have to look up Frankie Robin makeout session later. That'd be kind of fire actually.
Alright, who do you think Zoro should end up with?
No one.
If anyone, yeah, Tashigi.
I think he should murder Tashigi. I think anybody should murder Tashigi. Post time skip, she was super confident in herself and immediately got rocked by Law. That actually, if Law just actually murdered her there, I wouldn't have any complaints. Like, I'd still be fine with Law being a pro tag.
Yeah.
I feel like Komurasaki's coming up there with.
Oh yeah.
I want
Zoro.
Zoro to be the lonely samurai, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Because usually in the samurai stories, like, they either end up dying or, like, they leave their wife or whatever. I just don't want him to end up with anyone.
I mean, he already kind of got with Komurasaki. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Let's be honest.
she kind of forced herself on while he was asleep.
But one,
Sanji would just kill himself over that.
I don't. Yeah. No, he has pudding waiting for him.
Yeah,
true.
but he never.
She's also
he
like
never.
batshit crazy.
Yeah.
Which-
Well, that. Yeah.
I mean,
she's
I'm
also.
surprised he
She's
doesn't
also
like-
not like. He's the only person. He's just so horny that he said that her third eye was beautiful.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just,
Quarantined
he
so
needs
long.
to, he needs to drop his. He finally figured out to just drop. Although he was also Viola.
Viola though.
So Sanji post time skip, despite
He's
the
got
fact that
broads.
he's now become
the gang.
no, it's like all he does now is sexual harassment, and despite that, he's got a bad bitch waiting for him. Royalty too. She's royalty.
And he's
Yeah.
royalty, so it
Yeah.
all works out.
Oh.
Alright.
So that's kind of gangsta.
All right, the discussion of like after Wano bounties for the crew.
Oh.
Zoro gets over 1 million.
I would hope so.
You mean over
Sanji.
$1 billion?
Yeah.
Zoro definitely. Let's take one at a time.
So, what do you think Luffy's will be?
Somewhere in the 2 billions maybe.
If he's taking down 2 Yonko,
Yeah,
I
okay.
feel like he's shooting up to 3 billion.
That's why it's so hard to like. Are we saying what are their bounties, assuming that they take down Kaido and Big Mom?
Well, my assumption is that it wouldn't make sense for at least Kaido to not get taken down at the end of the arc.
Yeah.
I could maybe see Big
Big
Mom
Mom.
somehow not getting taken down, but
Maybe she escapes. Or
I
something.
also totally she has no more role in the
Yeah.
story
Her
after
chief
this.
played out.
She's.
Yeah.
Some people say that she's Elbaf. I will always say that Elbaf will be Shanks and Mihawk.
But the thing about, even though she has no role left to fulfill, when has that ever stopped Oda from not killing off someone? Or
Yeah,
being-
no, but she's going to be defeated, I feel.
Yeah.
I say Luffy. I'm operating under my assumption, which is that both of them get taken out at the least 3 billion, possibly 4 billion.
Yeah.
What'd be funny is if it jumped up to the exact same as like Whitebeard's.
I would hate that.
Why?
Because
Whitebeard didn't take out 2 Yonko.
I know.
You know what I mean?
I just hate that after
it's an
this-
alliance, so I don't see him getting the 5 billion. I
Yeah.
do see a decent chance of him getting 4
I do
billion,
see
though.
3 to 4. I see
Yeah.
somewhere in the window of 3 to 4 billion will be Luffy.
Well, if we have to consider it in like the world government terms, if Luffy
Wow.
does that, he throws the world in imbalance because they just took out the 7 warlord system.
Well, that's the whole point. though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so it's like probably gonna be on the higher end.
But he throws the world
3
out
or
of
4.
balance in their favor, if you think about it. 'cause
Yeah.
Well,
there's
yeah,
less
that's the
Yonko
whole
worried
point.
about.
They just threw out the Shichibukai. They need a little
They're
something.
gonna lower his bounty.
More than 1 million.
Thanks. 500 mil again.
So I think Zoro's over 1 billion. I don't see him reaching 2 bill.
No.
I see after Mihawk him reaching 2 bill, but you know it's
I
whatever.
say somewhere between one. I'd say right around 1.5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you think Mihawk's is? Have we
Like
been
if they
shown?
made
his
it just
we
yet?
have
I
not
don't think we
shown.
have.
That's
been.
what I think we're gonna see after Act 3.
I think Mihawk's is gonna be super high.
I'm thinking 3.5.
I'm thinking they put it above 4.
No.
This comes back to the point where I think that
'Cause
he's
not dangerous.
he's
at
at
all.
least
He's not
least
even a pirate.
well no that's I
Well,
I
now
see.
he's a pirate.
He's at least he's wanted by the world government now. Although I don't know because he doesn't have a crew.
Yeah,
is the
that's
thing.
why.
He's
I don't
just a
think-
single
Is
man.
my issue.
I think
Yeah.
3.5. But that would be weird though if he got a bounty like 3.5, then after Wano, Luffy's came out higher.
Well, why not? Like it's again That's only
I'm not
if you
saying it's
take
not
the bounties
possible.
directly as power
It's just
scaling.
weird. No, I know, but
Yeah.
it's like even so. Like you think
I could see
Luffy-
but again, it's not about Luffy being stronger than Mihawk. It's about Zoro being stronger than Mihawk. And right now, I'd say Zoro could probably get dicked on by Luffy
Yeah.
probably pretty easily.
Yeah, if I had to make a concrete bet for Mihawk, I would say 3.5 to 4.
Well,
Yeah.
I feel like they would submit his bounty after he evades, like, capture, because they're all going after the warlords. And
Yeah.
if they can't do it on their first attempt, they'll
Oh, yeah.
submit
What do you
bounties.
think Hancock's will be? I see her as being one of the strongest.
I see it
warlords.
being kind of high, honestly.
I see her as being stronger than Dofi only because I actually don't know.
I don't know
it's,
about that
it's
one.
hard because it's like the top other than me because he's obviously the strongest, but other than that, the top warlords can kind of swap around. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Top 3 or 4 maybe.
Yeah, I see Kuma as being the second strongest before he got like
Well, he
taken
won't get
down
a
or
bounty,
whatever.
though.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it doesn't really
Alright.
matter though.
On a side note, do you think Bull Hancock will be captured by Kobe?
I don't know.
No, maybe
There's gonna be something weird
Maybe
there.
if she like needs to get captured for something, Kobe definitely is not at Boa's level.
No,
no.
no.
But, like,
But-
you know how Oda is, but with, like, the parallel
Yeah.
of making Luffy strong and then Kobe as strong.
Mhm.
But
That's one of those things where-
Luffy could kind of like every time Kobe appears and he's like noticeably stronger, Luffy's still significantly
way,
stronger
yeah.
than him.
I feel like I could make no good prediction as to what will happen at Amos on Lily. I'm just really curious to see what happens. Like, cause why did he put Kobe
Yeah.
there? Like, what is
Yeah,
going
I
on?
just hope she doesn't get captured.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because I want her to, like, be with the Straw Hats.
You want her to become a Straw Hat?
Well, like, be affiliated.
I want.
Well, she already is affiliated.
yeah,
If you think about it.
I want. she's the leader of the Luffy fan club.
Oh,
her
wait a
and
second.
what's his
Bartholomew.
You know what just hit me?
What?
I feel like you guys probably both already had this realization, but kind of like how Kobe met up with like Rebecca and Vivi, and they were like, "Oh, you're friends with Luffy." Like, what if that same thing happens with Hancock? And
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
like, "Oh, you're friends with Luffy," and then it's like, I don't know.
Let's have some tea while, like, everybody else
Do
fights.
you see the Straw Hat Grand Fleet showing up for
Tawano?
Tawano?
No.
Not for this battle, but
not
for the
for this.
final battle.
They have
The
to be
final battle
stronger.
of Wano?
Yeah.
I don't think they
okay.
need them.
Okay.
I don't see them coming in.
I don't see it happening this arc. for sure.
Before the recent chapter with Orochi's head cutting off, I was thinking about Bartholomew coming back.
Bartolome, yeah.
Yeah, and with, like, the whole barrier fruit, because remember how
You mean
Oda...
Bartholomew?
Bartholomew, yeah.
Bartholomew.
Mayo.
Wow.
No, I thought he said Bartholomew. That's why I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, and so,
I'm
like...
gonna gatekeep with somebody who's read as much as me.
No, I just got.
And so, like, they do, like, the whole thing where Orochi's trying to kill Momonosuke, but he's protected by a barrier by Bartholomew. So, like...
No,
There's
I
a
didn't.
parallel.
I feel like there's a bunch of different ways you could do that doesn't involve the barrier fruit, though.
Yeah.
Although I think Orochi's probably still alive.
Yeah, I feel like that,
Although,
too.
again, it puts him in a really weird spot if he is alive. Because what is he gonna join up with the Marines and then Zoro has to go fight?
he's still
'Cause
alive-
he's somebody who has significantly more connection to the suffering of Wano than Kaido does, really.
Yeah.
So it feels like, oh, if this is Zoro's arc, he should kill Orochi
Yeah.
or something like that. I don't know. Yeah. You know, it'd be cool.
Huh.
Zoro kills Kaido. I don't actually.
I really don't hate that, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
think
I don't
that'd
know.
be cool.
I can see him getting like the final blow in. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I don't know. It
Or
just depends.
just like kind of
I
like.
kind of want Eustace Kid to just kill both Yonko without even
Yeah.
trying, and then
No, I think-
take his
yeah.
rightful place as the king
Luffy
of the
and Zoro
pirates.
take Kaido, and then Kid solos Big Mom.
Or the
Well,
other way around.
yeah.
Because Kaido's probably stronger than Big
Well,
Mom.
we're forgetting about
Yeah.
Law, too.
Yeah, Law would probably
Law-
need to help Zoro and Luffy take down
Yeah, probably.
Big Mom.
Yeah.
That'd, yeah. Eustace can just use his Punk Gibson. One Punk Gibson is all it
You're
takes.
right, Punk Gibson.
I mean, he beat Scratchman and Apu, and Apu no-diffed Luffy and Zoro, which
That's
means that he's
true.
stronger than all the Yonko.
Yeah.
Hmm. What about Batman?
Huh?
The pleasure... Well,
What about who?
Batman.
Like,
The one of the Kaidos.
gifter.
Yeah, the gifter.
I thought you were talking about like the superheroes.
Well, same. Well, I mean,
Well,
yeah.
we were just me and Vance were talking about it because it was like a while back and it was in the Wano arc in the anime and he did like a jet pistol with like hacky clad and Batman just like brushed it
Oh
off.
shit! Was this like filler?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I don't remember Batman being
They
a
fought him
character.
for a whole episode.
Jeez, that's intense. Yeah, I heard that the filler's just as bad now. It's just that the art is prettier now.
Yeah.
Over the last like 5 episodes, though, they have been doing away with a lot of the the pacing's gotten actually.
Although the
significantly
one
better.
thing I will say that I wish I had experienced for the first time in the anime, the Queen dance.
The Queen dance,
Is Queen your favorite character in Wano as well?
probably yeah.
He's one of my favorite kind of.
I
Yeah.
love Queen.
I think out of everybody in Wano right now, like not just counting the characters specific to Wano, I think Queen is my MVP of the arc.
Yeah, I mean, how about the fact that he loves red bean soup so much that Big Mom shows up to Udon
He
talking
loves-
about it, and he
loves
literally
Komurasaki so much too.
Yeah. And he's gonna get her. I'm telling you, by the end of the arc,
That'd actually be kind of awesome.
That would be kind of clean.
Yeah.
You think Queen will join the
The
Straw,
Straw
Hats?
Hats. I would
You
prefer
think he's
that.
too big for the boat?
He's definitely too big for the boat.
Yeah.
That is the one thing.
But do you think he'll get his own boat?
What boat does Kaido ride on?
It's got to be like Pluton.
Except here's the thing. Whenever there was the panel of all the calamities in Kaido, Jack was bigger than him,
Yeah, I know.
Mm.
which feels
'cause he's a-
really weird.
I think it's because he's a big grouper fish man, which is like the biggest saltwater fish.
You know what
in the world.
it's just weird to me that there is somebody bigger than Kaido.
Well, he's still not as big as a giant if you think about it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, no, but it's like that somebody who is under him, it makes him look less imposing. Jack looks
Yeah.
like the final boss.
Even though Kaido could literally punch Jack in the face.
And
murder
King
him.
is like he's like 50 feet shorter than both of them.
Yeah, but I feel like
King's the shortest.
shorter
I'm pretty sure.
might make his battles a little better.
Yeah, scale wise, definitely.
Yeah.
I want to see
No.
his fight with Zoro, honestly.
Me too.
It's like with Katakuri and Luffy, where it's like scale wise, it's just a little bit weird.
Yeah.
Although, I don't know. Would you say Katakuri and Luffy is the best fight in the series?
I think it's the best fight in the series.
I think
yeah.
it's.
Yeah.
I think it's definitely the
It's
best.
up there.
Because it's like Oda finally like put some X factors in there, and like there was a little bit of strategizing, and it looked like Oda's really good at making things look kinetic. He's not great at choreographing fights.
Yeah.
But the Katakuri one was really good.
He
So
showed
that,
off a
that has
little.
me hopeful. I'm just hoping for a gangsta looking Marco fight.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Okay, that reminded me. I have a controversial topic.
Marco's stronger than Whitebeard.
Speaking of Katakuri, do you guys think he's gonna come back?
No.
Do you
Not
guys
for this
want
arc.
him to come back?
Not for this arc. It'd be
I
neat to
feel
see
like-
him again. But I don't really
I
care.
feel like he'll be in the story later.
he might show up to the final war.
I always
Be
thought
like, hey, Luffy.
I was like, his role in this whole saga is done. There's no
Well,
need
yeah.
for him. But
No.
then I was thinking it was like Luffy,
No, you
Yamato,
told-
Katakuri,
you actually
Big
talked to
Mom,
me.
Kaido.
You talked to me about this before, actually.
About what?
Katakuri coming back into the story. It was whenever we were at Myrtle, and you admitted that it's just because you want to see him again.
No, I do want to see him again, but now since Yamato's the thing, I think there actually can be a good.
No.
Yes, there
Doesn't
could be a
mean
good
anything.
parallel.
I saw this one fan comic and it was basically like Blackbeard, since Big Mom's not in her like Whole
Oh,
Cake
yeah.
Island, she comes after like the poneglyph there, and then Katakuri loses against Blackbeard.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of neat.
Yeah,
I just burped. That'd be kind of neat.
Yeah.
That would be cool, but it's just like Blackbeard probably went somewhere else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's like
We
after
just
hearing
don't
about
know.
the world government, why would he be like, "Oh, I'm going to Whole Cake Island to take that poneglyph"? Well,
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're announcing the Big Mom.
yeah, they
Kaido
are announcing
thing.
that she's in Wano.
So
you,
it's
know,
just like-
you know what I thought was gonna happen before they announced that they were gonna make Yamato the
Shogun.
Shogun.
Huh.
I thought that Yamato and Sparrow were gonna have to get married, and that's why Sparrow is
Yeah,
coming
me
first.
too.
Like they're just gonna do another marriage.
I'm very glad
That'd be
that
kind of
didn't
fun.
happen.
The only thing that I would want to see from that is Sparrow's reaction shot to having to marry Kaido's son.
It's like before he gets there, he's like still in the candy slug or whatever, and he's listening to the loudspeaker, and it's like,
Yeah.
my son will be marrying
My
Paris
son
Bear."
will be married.
But then Paris Bear is actually gay, so he gets excited.
It's actually very weird that Kaido is pro-trans.
I know.
You know what I mean?
But what?
like I get it. He's not evil in all respects. But you know what I mean.
Yeah.
He seems more old-fashioned.
I know.
Yo,
But
I
I
just-
definitely wouldn't slide with Big Mom.
I just beheaded this guy.
Although,
but I'm
again,
pro-trans.
Paris Sparrow does wear like full body makeup, and he has the weird makeup lips thing. So, Big Mom, I don't know.
I don't think she really likes any of her kids though. So.
Yeah, no,
She
I mean
ate
she
her
killed.
kids.
She almost killed the one just getting to her cake.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus. Yeah. Do you think Big Mom's stronger than Shanks? I think so.
Yeah.
Like.
This would be ridiculously. This would be ridiculously one-sided with most people. Where no, Shanks is definitely stronger. But I feel like if Big Mom's tussling with Kaido.
God, I feel like if Big Mom and Shanks were to fight,
Because I feel like
I-
Big Mom has more utilities.
she's way physically stronger for sure.
Yeah,
But-
she
Yeah.
okay, like
And she also has. That's true. She's significantly more versatile. She has a sword that is alive. She has Zeus and Prometheus. She also has a soul fruit.
yeah.
I think based off what we've seen of Shanks, I don't think he could take Big Mom in a solo.
Although we haven't really seen Shanks fight.
Exactly.
The only
That's
thing
why
he's
every-
fought is Sea
every
King.
conversation about
Sea
Shanks.
King, he lost to Sea King, so he's actually weaker than Aokiji.
I mean, think
Because
about it,
Aokiji stopped the Lord of the Seas of the Grand Line. Do you remember that?
Well,
dude?
he's-
the
he's literally weaker than pre-time skip, pre-Grand Line Luffy. I mean, okay, look.
Shanks
Lord
is.
of the Coast, Lord of the Coast, easily.
Oh
bites
yeah,
off
the
Shanks'
Lord of the
arm.
Coast is.
Luffy punched that thing in the
Luffy
face.
punched
One
the Lord of the
shot.
Coast, and Shanks got his arm taken off to it.
So if
which
you're
means
gonna-
that Luffy has been Yonko level since before the series started.
Or
Ah.
Shanks has been like.
Shanks has been really lifting
what's
over the
bandit-
time skip.
Okay? Think about it. What's the bandit that Lucky Roo shot? What's his name again? Or the one that.
I don't think
No,
the
no.
bandit that Lucky Roo shot had a name.
No, I mean the one that.
Menacing Bandit 4.
the one that the Sea King ate. What was his name?
Wait, I'm gonna
Higuma?
look.
Higuma. Okay. Think about it. Shanks never directly fought Higuma.
So we don't know if Shanks was
So we
weaker
don't even
than
know if he's stronger than him.
Higuma.
And he had a bounty of 8 million.
Now here's
More
the
than a
thing though.
million.
Ben Beckman might just be carrying their crew because he is stronger than Captain Kuro
And smarter than anyone
in the East Blue. Although I think if they were to have a battle of wits, Kuro wouldn't come up too far behind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he did manufacture such an interesting and I don't even know
His
the words.
infiltration on the mansion.
Yeah.
in
That's the
Syrup
point.
Village is just.
What was his name as a butler? Claudius or something?
It was.
Claudius.
It was Claude something.
Wait, let me look.
Yeah, it was Claus because he's a cat.
Cloth. I feel like I'm so close to it.
Clouthsburg.
Clothador.
Claudor.
Claudor.
Yeah, he
Claudor.
actually, him being the second smartest person in East Blue makes Nami look really retarded.
Yeah.
Because of the fact that he literally could have killed the family to take their riches.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
In the beginning, because it's not like anybody on Syrup Village would have been able to stop him.
He could have just massacred the whole village and
He
like
could,
no one would
he
care.
wouldn't even need to.
true. Yeah.
He would just need to massacre
He
them,
just-
take the money, and leave.
It's just he just plays mind games, and it's
He,
so
it's
to
he's
such a
like
great
he's like
extent.
light Yagami.
He doesn't even need physical capabilities because
I think-
he's so
yeah.
inherently smart.
Yeah, I think he was just bored. He was just
Yeah.
bored of it. His life of being the strongest and smartest
He was
in the East
bored,
Blue.
and he got his hands
behind
on
Ben
power
Beckman.
that could make him basically the god of the world. You know,
so in everything that Ben Beckman has done, do you really consider him the smartest person?
Yeah. I mean, when he tried to fight Kizaru would one-shot Ben Beckman.
I
Well,
don't know
Kizaru
about
was-
that.
No.
You know what the
He
real
was-
weird thing was? Is that he climbed all the way up the thing
the ship.
to the ship, and Kizaru didn't notice. And then after that, he went back down. He climbed back down and stopped guarding Luffy from Kizaru so that he could be in the group shot smoking a doobie.
He literally climbed up the mast of the ship.
Like a
held his
super
gun
chill. He held his gun against somebody who has what are they called? I'm forgetting. Logia.
Just the fact that he left Kizaru at his post to be in the group shot.
No, Kizaru was literally aiming at Luffy, Shanks' favorite person.
With the group shot.
Yeah.
Like what?
No,
like,
I
when are they
mean,
gonna
don't
take
get me
another
wrong,
group
it
pic?
was pretty cool. Like, he's just smoking a doobie on government property. But, yeah, that's pretty, yeah.
Alright, who's your, like, favorite side character that doesn't get shown as much, but, like, you enjoy their...
Senor Pink.
Oh my god.
Are you talking about people who are Senor Pink levels of screen time?
Like, okay, my personal favorite is, like, Buggy the Clown.
Okay.
Oh, he's more reoccurring, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I prefer Senor Pink to Buggy.
I do really just the. Oh my god. I don't even
Senior
know
Pink's,
if I want to get
like,
into the
story
whole-
is pretty sad,
Senior
though.
Pink and Frankie, the parallels, the bond.
Oh my god. That was the best fight
The
on
journey.
Dressrosa.
Yeah.
Easily the best fight. in
Legitimately.
Mm-hmm.
And I just cannot wait for the end of the story when they finally have their drink together. And
Did
Senior Pink,
they promise to have a drink together?
Frankie, after
I
he
think
beat up
so.
Senior Pink, he was like, "One day let's get a drink
Oh.
and you can tell me all about this girl."
Senior Pink joins the straw.
I like on the same level.
I
as-
really like the fact that the people of Dressrosa came around to realizing how awesome he was.
I know.
Like at first they jeered and then they figured out why, and instead of being superficial, they love him.
They were crying when Frankie beat.
No,
knocked him out.
so hard boiled.
So. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
that's one of the themes of like One Piece in general is the idea of what manliness actually means.
Truly.
Senor Pink is
He
definitely
represents the
no,
answer.
he legitimately does.
And his devil fruit. I mean, he can swim
Yeah,
wherever he wants.
Senor Pink.
It's an endless pool.
Because it's like one of the big things with one. It's like you got inherited will, you got yada yada yada. The idea of romance and manliness.
Yeah.
And then the idea of Dressrosa, one of the big themes is love.
Mm-hmm.
Senor Pink is love
He
and
lost his
manliness. No, he didn't lose his love.
Well,
he
he's
still
still-
feels love.
He still feels, but he's broken. You know what I mean?
He's a broken man.
He's a
Time for
shell
that
of his
drink.
He built himself up stronger though.
And the fact that he dresses like a baby and is still so manly.
Dignifies his
No,
whole
he
institution.
is more dignified than most of the people on Dressrosa.
Yeah.
Like legitimately, though.
He actually is.
Yes.
That's not even a joke.
I don't know if I don't know if I prefer him to Doflamingo. If I'm being honest. I mean that's a lie. I prefer Doflamingo, but
I obviously prefer Doflamingo, but once you start like going down the ranks just a little bit, I actually would start to argue that I enjoy Senor Pink more than pretty much everybody else in Dressrosa that's
Yeah.
not Doflamingo.
well, I mean, no. It's like it goes Doflamingo then Senor Pink,
Yeah.
I think.
And then
I
Diamante.
don't know who else. I like.
Diamante's in last place.
And then that weird ass fishman.
Oh,
horn
I hated
Dellinger.
that Dellinger.
I prefer. You could technically count Virgo as part of Dressrosa because he was definitely the first commander of Dofi because he's like
Dofi.
significantly more competent than the rest of them.
That's true. It did take Law slicing Punk
Small
Hazard in
and
half.
Smoker.
Yeah.
Smoker didn't really help at all.
Smoker
Yeah.
sucked.
Smoker really only got rid of Law's handicap.
But let's not forget about the G.
Lao
Lao
G.
G. I think he might be a close third place behind.
Yeah,
Do you remember
did-
that creepy like piranha twink kid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks.
Dressrosa had a lot of really awful characters.
I know.
Oh God.
Yeah.
That could have been a really good arc too.
I'd say it's a decent one.
It's not a
It
bad
is.
arc. It's just
It's
super.
just super bloated with unnecessary
Yeah.
stuff.
And like the
And
characters.
Diamante.
I almost would prefer. This is a really hot take. So
Don't say Punk Hazard.
You might want to cool down. I would almost prefer if the Straw Hat Grand Fleet was just not a thing, because I literally don't care for a single member of it.
I mean, but feasibly.
Except for Orlumbus.
Orlumbus.
Feasibly though, like, you kind of need it.
You need the numbers, but the people themselves running it are so
Is
uninteresting.
Cavendish part of it?
Yes.
Okay.
I think
I didn't
he's
know
like
if he
the
just
first-
went away.
But I really
have
don't
you
like
seen
him.
his demon form?
Oh, that's true. He does have
Yeah.
that.
I forget what it's called.
It's like cabbage.
Cabbage the demon.
The only good thing to come out of that whole thing was, okay, it's like Orlumbus has 5,000 people, you know, obviously.
I like the
he's running
Don
the show.
Dinjo, like his son, like his whatever son, and then
Don Shinjo is gangsta.
yeah, he is.
I did the spammy reacts thing where he had to guess what the One Piece characters were, and he thought that Don Shinjo was Whitebeard.
Well, I mean, strength-wise,
Well, and he also has a beard.
yeah, he could be. It's a matter of whoever took the name first, honestly. Whitebeard
doesn't deserve it because he doesn't have the beard. He has a stash.
Mhm.
It's like Blackbeard going by Blackbeard whenever he had the pube hairs before the time skip. You know what I mean? Well, he kind of had a beard at Marineford.
It was
but
like-
it wasn't as gangsta as his current beard.
Like
Yeah.
the only reason I would like the Grand Fleet is like if Oda actually showed what they were doing behind the scenes and actually developing
Maybe
their
instead of
characters.
doing like a 5,000 chapter
Pound.
cover, well, not even that. Like the cover stories were for Caribou to get to Wano took
Oh.
so long. They could have done some Grand Fleet stuff.
Yeah.
Although I'm gonna be honest, I kind of zoned out. Whenever I would see Caribou, I'm just not gonna read the cover
that's
story.
kinda how I've gotten with
Yeah.
him.
That being said, Pound D Pussy probably did deserve to survive.
Did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just by virtue.
He's
of
got to
the fact-
see his grandson. I mean, come on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Better than
actually-
Caribou,
He
just
should,
like-
he should probably just die.
He definitely should have died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, now that he's alive, you got to try and look at the.
Look at the positive aspects.
Yeah.
You get to see his dumbass baby.
Although
with an
although I
aftershave.
really don't care
Yeah,
about
after
Lola. I don't care about Lola and whatever the other one's name
Gotti.
was. Yeah.
Or Vito or. I don't know.
Vito.
Vito.
Capone Beige married somebody named Vito.
No, Vito is one of the members of his.
Yeah.
Of his crew. It's the guy with the tongue.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking. That's the guy with the tongue is Caribou. I think.
No. Part of the
Yeah.
the one part
No,
of.
I'm talking
Beige
about
crew.
Lola's sister.
Chiffon.
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 Yeah, she married Beige.
That's what I mean. Like I wouldn't care if either of them died.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They're not really.
I
important.
actually Beige kind of shot up in supernovas during.
I kind of
Whole
like
Cake, though.
Beige now. He's
Yeah.
kind of a.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Apu obviously still takes first place.
Yeah.
Mm.
And then maybe a Rouge. I mean, come on.
He hasn't really done anything.
Yeah, but his presence is just so overwhelmingly
and
savage.
he is really sad. He smiled. He was like, Kaido's about to kill himself on Sky
He's
Island.
just standing on the cloud
Chill.
smiling at him.
Yeah.
Says a quick prayer and then he's like, all right, get out of here.
Yeah,
I'll take your place.
Aruj literally dodged like the biggest bullet of all time by just being on Sky Island and Kaido not being in the mood to kill him.
Yeah. But like, just think about this. Like, how did they get there? You think it's like Kaido and Aruj just linked? It's like, let's have a guys' day, you know? They go to a Sky Island and then Kaido's like, I'm gonna kill myself.
Aruj obviously wasn't hanging out with him beforehand.
But they were like,
Near each other, that's it.
but
They weren't chilling.
They were in company though. Like,
No. Aruj was just kind of following him.
They're on distant clouds and
Yeah.
like Kaido's just on a depressive tangent. He's just like, I
what's
want
the
to
what?
kill
You
myself.
think it was like Aruj is just on the Sky Island and he looks over and he sees Kaido and he's like, hey, you know you're gonna probably die if you jump. And he's like, yeah. And then he jumps and he says a prayer and that's all there is to it.
Yeah. No, it's a way to introduce Kaido, I think.
But why?
Why have
Rouge
Rouge?
there?
Well, I think that's a very good
Literally,
point.
why? They could have even just put him down on the
Because
island.
they were
with,
showing
like,
off every other supernova, so they needed to let you know that Aruj hadn't like died.
No, they have Mountain Bandit number 4, just like, yo, you
Yeah.
good?
They didn't have to show him.
But Mountain Bandit number 4 wouldn't be able to get up to Sky Island is the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, how do you think Kaido got up? Again, what ship does he ride on?
What cloud does he stand on?
I could see the clouds supporting his weight because they can support like massive ruins
true.
and stuff. But
What ship?
What ship supports him? The atom wood is supposed to be super rare. And that's the only thing I can see. Or does he just go through ships?
I definitely.
Like at an insane rate.
Yeah, I feel like that's more like. I feel like he does not give a shit enough to go after Adam Wood. He's probably like, oh, that's not gonna hold me. Just get another one of those ships
I'm
ready.
so fucking fast.
Oh, wait a second. You think he travels on a ship because he has this devil fruit? He can just fly.
Oh, yeah.
I guess.
I forgot
How often
about
do you
it.
think he even leaves Wano? Like the one time
He was
going
on
to
Sky
Marineford,
Island.
He probably flew up there though.
Yeah.
And when he was on his way to Marineford, I imagine it being like he's got like the 3 Calamities got their ships and he's just kind of like flying.
I don't
behind
see,
them.
but Shanks intercepted, and I don't really see Kaido like flying down to battle Shanks.
No, Shanks probably just yelled at him and he came down and gave him this huge like gourd of sake and he's like, "You only get this and go home."
I could see that. Although the thing is, he wanted to go to Marineford to die. I'm pretty sure he's like way stronger than Whitebeard.
Yeah.
Or was he just hoping for Sakazuki to kick his ass?
I don't know.
He was just wanting to fight or just die or just do something.
I don't know.
Phone call.
Gotta take that. Should probably leave. Anyway, Mikey. Well, because
Alright.
this is apparently unbelievably unprofessional to a level that even I couldn't have predicted.
Yeah.
So are you aware of Nathan Davis Jr., famous TikToker?
No, I've actually never heard of him.
You actually disgust me. So do you have TikTok?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't actually.
Really?
So so you need to look up Nathan Davis Jr.
All right.
on TikTok. He's my favorite content creator. Whenever I deleted TikTok, I couldn't take it anymore, so I had to delete TikTok. I downloaded every single one of his videos onto my phone.
What?
Well, not every single one of his videos from like November
This
of
guy-
last year onward. Yes, Vance, we're showing Nathan Davis Jr. We're showing Mike Nathan Davis Jr. Oh, that's his most recent. I was gonna ask him what his favorite Nathan Davis Jr. song is, but
Oh God.
yeah.
I don't even know.
Or like cover of a song, I guess. Yeah. He actually has a song on his YouTube channel that he wrote.
Really.
Yeah.
Damn.
He
I gotta
also
say.
his lawyers or whatever did not take kindly to my reaction video of his channel.
His representatives.
Yeah, his
I
representatives.
really love his.
He goes off on Instagram now. He posts a lot about Black Lives Matter.
Really.
Yeah.
I mean, he's probably one of the biggest celebrities on the face of the planet now. That
After he got kicked off of a plane.
he did.
He somebody called the police on him. They said that he had a gun on the plane. Like,
Wow.
it was pretty rough. He had to leave the plane scooting off.
Why?
This lady was just super racist.
Damn.
At first she said that his headphones were too loud, but he didn't have any music on. Now, again, these are reports. This might not be the objective story.
Gosh.
This is just the report.
Okay, I do have like one small query real quick. It's like kind of a personal question actually. So I had a Crunchwrap Supreme for lunch,
All right.
probably around 1:30.
You're wondering whether or not to go back to Taco Bell? Is that the legitimate question?
He's craving it.
Because
Look at him.
on your way home, I don't know where you have to drop him off, but on your way home from here, Popeyes.
Yeah.
This is why the Round Table is superior to other internet shows, because not only do we cover One Piece, but we also cover
the
fast
real
food
world.
chains.
And
Yeah.
Fast food. Yeah.
Yeah.
We haven't even gone into the fast food section of the round table yet.
Yeah.
Really.
Well, and I
We
mean,
should
this
go.
is just episode 1.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean. But we should probably draw this to a close eventually. So let's cover fast food for a little bit,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then we can close it out, because I don't think I don't think anybody will listen to 2 hours of us talking. So
Listen to the Matthew
you're
McConaughey.
craving Taco Bell right now.
But I've already had. Here's the thing.
Right.
Oh.
So the best thing about Taco Bell is the price, I think. The price range.
Yeah.
And it's like something you eat at like 3 a.m. though, is the thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. What would you say is your favorite fast food restaurant?
Oh God, Chick-fil-A. Don't even try.
Oh my lord, you're so big. You're like a basic white
But
girl.
it's so good. The quality of the chicken, the bun, the fries, the sauces.
You're a big.
Even the price.
I don't think it's my favorite fast
I
food chicken
like-
sandwich. I like their shakes a lot. I prefer Popeyes.
I don't. Popeyes has the worst service. It's gross, musty, crusty.
You're
out of-
musty and crusty. Dude, Popeyes, first of all, they don't take forever and they aren't pleasant to you. I hate it whenever people are pleasant
They are
to me.
definitely not pleasant.
Yeah, no, actually, the last time I was there, can I talk about I was coming back, it doesn't matter where I was coming from. I stopped at Popeyes to get a chicken sandwich. As he was handing it off, he said, "Oh, hold up, I forgot an extra $1 for you, my G," and he handed it to me. I had paid the right amount. I got $1 out of the deal. I got $1 off from my
Just because they're
Popeyes.
servers,
Oh,
you're so
hold up,
incompetent.
You're so rude. I actually really like, because at first I actually wasn't really a fan. You gotta get the spicy chicken sandwich, dog.
You should not have said that. Just revealed a government class secret.
Yeah. No, the spicy chicken sandwich is big money. The only issue is you have to take the pickles off because those are basically cucumbers. They basically just put cucumbers on your sandwich.
So you agree with me on that front?
The pickles side?
Yes.
Well,
I love the chicken
I'm
sandwich.
not a fan of fast food pickles to begin with.
Yeah, they're
But
pretty
those
disgusting.
Popeyes are literally cucumbers.
Usually I don't put pickles on my burgers or
Or
sandwiches
sandwiches.
in general.
Yeah, that's
Like
true.
like my main thing is I'm a big fan of not letting all the toppings overpower the meat and shit.
That's true.
So it's like I just put a load of lettuce on it is my main.
My
and
rule
then
of thumb-
and then like onions, and that's basically it.
Yeah, with a sandwich, whether chicken or maybe a burger, I always say it should be the 2/3 rule. You know what I mean? The meat should encompass 2/3 of the, not counting the buns, obviously,
Right.
but 2/3 of the makeup of
Right.
the burger, of the sandwich.
See, I'm
So
a bit of
Burger
everything.
King does not pass your. Well, I guess it kind of does because it's so smushed down.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
they kind of
Yeah.
take it, throw it
Now,
up.
yeah, they do that with all their sandwich. They throw them up in the air and then slap
It's like
them
an
together.
assembly line. They'll come through.
Well, it's a fast food chain. What do you
Yeah.
expect?
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna go out on a limb. My favorite fast food chain is Wendy's.
I've never.
That's honestly respectable,
They
think I've
don't
had
have the
Wendy's
best of anything.
but everything's
However,
good.
everything's good. If you get the biggie bag, it's cheap,
And it's
and
a
you're in and out in like
variety.
10 seconds.
That is
Plus, I went there so often my sophomore year of high school that they literally had my name memorized.
true. Wendy's.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, I'd say that Five Guys is definitely better if you want burger.
Yeah.
But I'm always turned off because of the price range. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, Five Guys is a little more uppity when it comes to.
But their fast food is the thing. They
Yeah.
shouldn't be as uppity.
they
as
try to act
are.
like they aren't though.
Yeah, that's the issue.
They're just a chain.
They're a little pretentious.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's like how Jimmy John's is too. They're making fast food level sandwiches.
You
but
shouldn't. You shouldn't go to Jimmy John's in general.
No.
My one friend Kyle's working there.
What?
I literally
So you
get Jimmy
gotta-
John's
Wait, Kyle
every
Hawthorne?
other day,
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
but I can concur that it is not a quality place to eat at.
Alright. Jimmy John's or Subway?
Jimmy John's.
Don't go to
they all-
Subway.
Yeah, I'm still gonna
Don't go to
with Jimmy John's.
Subway.
We're not going that far.
What's your favorite fast food chain, Mike?
Well, I have to go on the Asian side of things because.
Gotta represent
Oh,
my
yeah, you gotta
go
heritage.
the Asian
Well,
side.
What
What is it,
Asian
Asian
are you?
I feel like Wong's Walk or something like that.
I actually really like
I
Long's
love
Walk.
Long's Walk.
Again, though, it's too far of a drive for me.
Yeah.
Too out of the way.
I just like
Yeah.
the price of food for the
Although-
quantity you get.
Although because I went to school with the daughter of one of the owners.
Cereal.
Yeah. They load me up with extra food, so that's
Oh,
nice. I get
yeah.
free cheese wontons.
They always just ask me if I'm driving yet.
Every time.
Every
Mike,
time.
Mike, what kind of Asian are you?
I'm Vietnamese. What kind of
Vietnamese.
Asian?
I was guessing either Vietnamese or I actually wasn't guessing anything else.
Apparently, I'm
I
just
didn't,
like.
I didn't want to
really
say you were Viet.
You could maybe pass for like Korea?
No,
South Korea?
not
Koreans
really at
have,
all.
like, rounder faces.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
way uglier.
Yeah.
The BTS army just goes after you.
Oh, I doubt the BTS army is getting to the end of YouTube where the
You'd be surprised.
I get an average of 30 views a
They're
video.
always where you don't think they are.
And you mentioned BTS in your thumbnail.
Okay, I'll put it in the tags or whatever, BTS. Yeah, but yeah, you don't have to go to the Asian side if you don't want.
Well, like, I'm
or
just
is it
saying-
your actual favorite?
I'm just saying, like, for like the price you paid, the quantity you get.
If you want best price to performance, there's this place that's near Five Guys, near the Five Guys that's near us. I'm not gonna give away our locale.
Mhm.
I don't like last names on the internet, that kind of thing. You know what
Uh-huh.
I mean? But #1 super buffet is the worst tasting food you've
Yeah,
ever
yeah.
had.
Wait, what is that? Where's that again?
The
Oh,
near
wait.
Five Guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
dear
yeah.
God,
It's
that is
so-
the
it's so-
worst
So
buffet.
so me and my friends walked in there. My first experience with it was my friends saying, "We're super hungry. We can get a full meal for like $4." So we go in there. I'm pretty sure the lady was just insulting us the whole time, like calling us like pigs and stuff.
Yeah, probably.
Either way, most of them are not Chinese. Most of the employees I've noticed. I think that's a
They're
thing
more
with a lot of
Hispanic.
Chinese places is a lot of them are just nondescript Asian.
Yeah.
But,
true.
But like, so we ate there. First of all, you can't go anywhere near the seafood section.
Oh.
Yeah.
I can
Yeah.
smell
So
it.
they do like really crappy food that they refill once every like 45 minutes or whatever. Unlimited ice cream, crusty ice cream. It's
Yeah.
great.
Uh-huh.
After eating there, it was a race to get home. It was the
Yeah.
fastest I've ever driven. And I was on the toilet for like an hour and a half.
Wow.
I feel. I don't think it was that long. It felt like an eternity. Anyway.
Yeah, I could.
Yeah.
No.
So let's. Oh jeez, we're at an hour and a half length, baby.
And isn't well actually never. I thought
Well, I
this
can-
was like split from like the commercial break we had.
No, it's the same thing.
No, that'd be funny. I also might have caught some of what happened during the commercial break, so hopefully some of that gets in.
Yeah.
This is going up completely unedited,
Good.
other than putting the Matthew McConaughey thing at the front.
Yeah.
And I might put the quote in back just because I have it. I don't-
And then
I-
have it repeat the round table
Yeah.
at the end.
Yeah, because the thing is, Fiverr is cool, but I feel like I had to spend $7 on it, right? And he
Yeah.
had 50 words for what I wanted him to say. I only needed like 6 or 7.
Yeah.
But I wanted to get my money's worth. I almost had him say 3 random words because I was at 47 words and had nothing to say.
You should.
I almost had him say like meat or whatever. I don't know, man. Yeah. I gave that guy a really good tip because I was using a gift card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, just to close out the fast food section, I think I'm gonna go with Popeyes for the trek home.
Yeah. I honestly, now that you've said pot, I might, if we're not making anything for dinner, I'm probably going to go there. Oh God. Yeah.
That's like that one time after we were playing volleyball, and then I went to Chick-fil-A. You were also there, and I was like, wait.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Anywho, I'm going to close out this episode of the Roundtable. Thank you all for watching. This is episode 1. I'm not going to promise weekly because I really don't want to do this weekly, but I will promise that another one will eventually come out. I'll try to get better guests. Thank you.
I've been told to fear hell, but when you've done the things that I've done, you have to wonder if the devil will welcome you as a friend with open arms when you finally kick the bucket.